Hey Maximizers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal. I am a money and coupon strategy coach. And for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some reasons why side hustles fail. People always talk about like businesses failing in like the first 5 years, but I want to talk to you about why people like start side hustles and then they never like get off the ground, or they start them for a while and then they fall apart, or you start a side hustle and it never really turns into a business. So if you're interested in hearing some of the reasons why I think side hustles fail, then just keep on watching. First reason is going to sound like, why is that a reason for a side hustle to fail? People are doing it for the money. Yes, you want to find a side hustle in order to make money. But some people pick side hustles just because they are going to bring them a lot of money. Which ties into my reason number 2. They kind of go together, which is people start a side hustle that they don't love. They start a side hustle that they don't love for the money. What do I mean by that? And I'm going to use myself as an example. So people see these really flashy like MLMs, or people see really flashy things where you can like make a lot of money quickly, and they gravitate toward that as their side hustle, but they don't love it. It's not something they want to do. It's not something they're interested in. They're only interested in the money. And do not get me wrong, we're starting side hustles because we want to make money. But the reason why you start a side hustle can't be because of the money that it will make you, if that makes sense. So I'm going to give you an example using myself. I started a side hustle of recruiting nurses because I could make between $500 and like $5,000 recruiting a nurse. Did I like recruiting? Yes. Did I love recruiting? No. Is that something I wanted to do long term? Absolutely not. Okay. I hated chasing people for my money. You only made that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 when someone stayed at the job for 90 days. And you have to chase them all the way through it. Posting a job on Indeed, getting them to apply, doing a couple of phone interviews with them, getting them to the in-person interviews, having them stay at the job for 90 days, and then finally, you get your payment after like 3 or 4 months of really hard work. So I started that side hustle of recruiting nurses because of the money. Yes, I wanted a side hustle to make me money, but I started that side hustle specifically because I was like, I can make $5,000 per nurse. Sign me the heck up, okay? I did not love recruiting. I was a recruiter for 4 years. I liked it. Towards the end, I was so burnt out and I just did not want to do it anymore. So that side hustle for me barely lasted a year because after putting in so much money and time and energy, I realized I don't love this and I don't want to do this, and I don't care how much money it makes me. It's not something that I want to do long term. Third reason is that people are scared to make the investments needed to make the money that they want to make. People are scared to invest in themselves. They're afraid to buy the products. They're afraid to start before they're ready and get super messy. They're afraid to buy the business book, sign up for the course, or even hire a business coach, someone that can help them, guide them, mentor, and teach them how to put their side hustle together so that they can make money. But they're just like, I'm trying to make money. I'm not trying to spend money. So they try to DIY and do everything for cheap. And then the side hustle doesn't get anywhere because they don't have the tools and the resources that they need to actually make it work. So one of the biggest things I did in my side hustles was to constantly invest in myself. Once I decided I was going to do couponing, once I decided that I jumped 2 feet in without even thinking about my YouTube channel, I'm like, all right, we need a microphone. We need a tripod. We need lighting. I had to get a better computer, right? I upgraded my phone that I was using to record videos. I made small investments into myself that I could use for the side hustle that in turn allowed me to make thousands of dollars that first year with my side hustle. The next reason, and some people are not going to want to hear this one, but listening to people who've never had a side hustle or they don't have a side hustle right now. Child, I talked about this on a live the other day, but you can't share your dreams, your ambitions, your goals with people who don't get it. So if you're constantly surrounded by people who love their 9 to 5, they're in their 9 to 5, and they talk negatively or talk down to you about your side hustle, it's not good energy to be in. You're not going to be prosperous because you're around all these people. So they're like, just get a better 9 to 5 and just quit this side hustle thing, right? If you're listening to these people who've never done it before, how are 2 people who've never done it before going to get somewhere, like long term in the sense, right? Is it possible? Yes. Is it going to take a lot longer? Heck yes. So you want to be around people who've had a side hustle, who've had a successful side hustle, who are working on their side hustle. You want to be around like-minded people, because when you're around people with that really negative energy, you're going to have really negative energy, and then you're not going to want to work on your side hustle. You're not going to be able to come up with money-making tasks and sales-making goals when you're around people who are just like, why don't you get a better job? Like, my family is so supportive. A few people in my family are super entrepreneurs. Like, they've always had side hustles. They've always been making money on the side. Then I have some of my friends in my family who are just like, I love my 9 to 5. I like being able to clock in and get my paycheck. That is not a life that I want to live. So when I was talking about growing my side hustle, I can't even talk about it with those people. And there's still people to this day who see my success and they're still just like, so what are you going to be doing with your life? I'm going to be running my business in my life. Like, what do you mean? What don't you understand? Like, some people just can't understand. I can't understand why they want to stay stuck. And they can't understand why I want to be free in my ability to make unlimited income. So when you start out that side hustle, you've got to find your tribe of people who are going to support you and understand you and push you up as opposed to pushing you down. Next one is something that I am definitely guilty of, that I've done, and I still do sometimes. It's playing too small and thinking that your world is so small and thinking that your side hustle is so small and thinking that your impact is so teeny tiny and you can't go anywhere. You have got to dream big with the audacity of a white man in America. What I mean by that is white men have the utmost confidence, most of them anyway, right? They will walk into a room with no experience, no knowledge, and demand that they are in charge and demand that they get top dollar. And 9 times out of 10, they get it because they have that air of confidence that, like, whatever I say I'm gonna do it. Whatever amount of money I demand, I'm gonna get it. You have got to have that amount of confidence for yourself and in your side hustle. So that way you're like, all right, I'm going to make $500 a month from this side hustle. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Don't just say, if I can make $20 or if I could just break even, I'll be happy. No. Set strong goals. Think big, right? Let's just say I want to make 1,000. Even if you only make 600, that's more than breaking even. That's more than the $20 that you thought you were going to make that you originally told yourself. So think big, set big goals for yourself. Don't say 10,000 your first time, right? Unless that's in your wheelhouse, right? But like, you have to think realistic. For me, it was like, I just want to make enough money to pay my bills. And that was just to start. And then once I could pay my bills, I was like, all right, what does $7,000 or $8,000 look like per month, right? Set those goals for yourself so you can aim really high. When I first started my side hustle and I was making money from YouTube, I just wanted to make enough money to make sure I could get everything I needed for my YouTube channel, start a small savings for when I quit my job, and then just to have money in the bank account for if something big came up, like an event, or when it was time for me to buy my MacBook and such, I had money to buy those things that I needed, right? So set those goals for yourself and set big goals. Do not sell yourself short and think small. In my first year of my YouTube channel side hustle, I reached 1 million views overall, almost 20,000 subscribers, and I had helped hundreds and thousands of women and families save money. Thousands in my first year. I had almost 20,000 subscribers. I was getting 200, 300, 400, 500 comments on my videos. I was helping hundreds of women every single week save money. I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't fathom that. But if I would have just like thought small and was like, all right, I just want to help these 10 people that are commenting on my Facebook group, I would have never started the YouTube channel and I've never been able to help thousands of women. And then the last reason, in my opinion, that side hustles fail is that you don't have a plan. You have got to have a plan of action. You've got to decide how much money you want to make. What are you going to sell to make that money? And each day that you have to work on your side hustle, what are you doing? What are your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you need to get done, right? I preach an hour a day on your side hustle. And in that hour, what are you doing? You need a plan. You need a monthly plan. You need a daily plan. You need a quarterly plan. You need a yearly plan. I started my YouTube channel on a whim, right? I jumped in, I started before I was ready, but quickly I realized we have got to lay out what days am I posting what videos? How am I preparing for those videos? And what days am I going to answer the comments of those videos? And then when am I going to plan for the next week and the next month? You have got to have a plan. And if you're thinking, Crystal, I want to start a side hustle, I don't know how to set up a plan, I don't know how to think big, I need to pick something that I'm doing because I need to make money, but I also need to do something that I love, I got you. My Moneymaker Side Hustle Academy is a 6-month group coaching program where I help you make consistent money every single month in your side hustle. And we are going to cover everything that you need to grow the side hustle. We're going to be covering sales. We're going to be covering marketing. We're going to be covering starting an email list, social media, how to get clients, how to keep clients, how to collect payments, right? And all the systems and automations you need for your side hustle to work with ease so that you can make the money that you desire. Over those 6 months, we're going to meet live every single month. We're going to cover a topic. I'm going to answer all your questions, and I'm going to give you specific feedback for your side hustle so you can make that money. So if this sounds like something for you, there is a link down in the description box for you to sign up. It's literally less than $5 a day for you to sign up and start making consistent money in your side hustle. Think about how much money you can make over the next 6 months with extreme focus on growing your side hustle, with the support of myself and other amazing women who are actually working towards creating their side hustles. And then also just with you knowing that you can do it and pushing yourself past the limits that you set for yourself. Think about how much money you could make over the next 6 months. And if you're ready to make it, let's do it together and come join the Moneymakers Side Hustle Academy. And if you have questions or you want to talk to me, there's a link for you to book a free call as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for your love and support. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Some reasons why I think side hustles fail and some things that you can do so that yours doesn't fail. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe out there as you are shopping. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.